What are they defending in the first place? A broken system and a country that has benefited the few at the expense of the many.
Amen.
The time for that to end is right now. And when the history of this... When the history...
Keep speaking, Mike. Keep speaking.
That's a bucket. That's what
Keep speaking.
We got your back.
You know how sad it is? He says we're from Oakland, we're used to that. You shouldn't be used to it.
No, ain't nobody quench. Hell no, ain't nobody quench.
You know, if you lived in any other of the democracies, the one to the north of us, you know, you would never say a statement like that. Oh, we're used to that. You know, other people in other countries that decide to organize themselves differently, we can do that too. And don't worry, for those of you who aren't quite sure, who may just have stopped by to see this today, and you're wondering, yeah, but where's this going, or I need to know more, I got to figure this out. Don't approach this like other movements from the past. Don't approach it like a term paper. Just join in, because the group itself, something will come out of this, and it will be good. It will be good and generous to each other. So everybody's got to come into this on some level, and we can make this happen. I understand that Mayor Kwan is, she's finishing up her press conference, and I am going to try and see if I can talk to her. You know, I saw her.
Come out.
I'm sorry that when she came yesterday to talk, that she didn't wait to speak at the General Assembly, because I think they. Well, there's a process that we're not in a General Assembly right now, but there's a process at the General Assembly where you sign up to speak, and we're all equals. And so, you know, I've been in New York, so I've been in Occupy Wall Street, and if I'm number 17 to speak, I'm number 17 to speak, and it doesn't matter if I'm Michael Moore or Michael Schmo. You know, it doesn't. And it's the spirit. That's why this movement is built, because it is a movement of equals. Everybody has something to give to this. We're all in this together. We're going to sink or swim together. That's our choice right now. When I was there last night, somebody asked one of the people in the media tent, "What are the goals? What are you trying to accomplish?" And he said, well, our mission is in our name, Occupy Wall Street, and then he said, period. I thought about that for a second. Occupy Wall Street, period. In other words, it isn't just about these encampments. It's that we're not stopping until we, the people, occupy our economy that runs this country. This is our economy. It's our country. We're the ones that have a say. And when somebody says to me, well, you know, what's the goal? What's the end game? And I say, well, let me tell you something, first of all. We've already had a number of victories in our first 6 weeks. And let's acknowledge those victories. All right? Number one, we have killed despair across the country. The despair that people are feeling. That despair is dissipating right now. This movement has killed apathy. People have got up off the sofa. They've turned off Dancing with the Stars. And they're out in the streets. This is a victory. Here's something very important we've done. 6 weeks ago, what was all the media talking about? All the politicians in Washington, all the pundits. What was the national discussion that we weren't part of, that they determined? What were they talking about? The debt ceiling. The debt ceiling. The deficit. We've got to reduce the deficit. We've got to reduce the deficit over and over and over all summer long. The debt ceiling, the deficit, the debt ceiling, the deficit. Can I ask you honestly, when's the last time in the last few weeks you heard them talking about the debt ceiling or the deficit? This movement has shut down that bullshit discussion. That is a huge victory. You have altered the national discussion. You have altered it. This is what people are talking about in every town and city and village across America. Occupy Oakland. Occupy New York. Occupy San Francisco. Occupy Grass Valley. Occupy Walnut Creek. Occupy Flint, Michigan. Occupy everywhere. This is the discussion we're going to have, and we're not ceding the discussion to anybody else. So, when the history of this movement is written, this week in Oakland, California, will go down as a watershed moment. People across America were disgusted by what they saw here when average Americans trying to stand up and peacefully assemble to be brutally savaged and attacked by the police department that they pay for. Let me tell you, the footage, you're here, okay, you're here. We're out there. We've been watching. Millions have watched it, and millions have been inspired by you, because the next night you didn't go away. You came back. You came back.